Welcome to the channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you another collective energy reading and live donation reading. I hope everybody is well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section or the chat and let me know if the reading resonates with you. Okay. About to get this thing cracking. He ain't here like he got punished. What happened? So he ain't here like he got punished. Ain't something happened?
No, I carried him once. I didn't carry him anywhere. I didn't walk him.
I don't know what's up with him. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to start off with a collective energy reading. And, I got D'Angelo's song in my head. I hear it. Shit. Damn. Mother. So, and then I saw that thumbnail and I thought to myself, yeah, it's about what it's like right now in life. It's like, damn, that's crazy. I'm tired of hearing or feeling, damn, that's crazy. And I know many of you are too. So we're going to unpack some stuff tonight. And we will also offer live donation readings. When the moderator gets on and does the pin comment, you will know what the instructions are. If you see this reading after the live, we do live readings on Thursdays and Sundays at 9:30-ish p.m. Sometimes I'm on with my girl Empress Cakes, but typically it's just me. Make sure though you like, share, subscribe, and make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on, and in that way you don't miss it. You know what I'm saying? In case I pop on any other time. Peace, peace, Black Cherry. So again, we will do the donation readings after the collective, and if anybody wants one. All right, Spirit. Oh, I just heard, like I said, I heard D'Angelo's song. I think it's called Voodoo. Am I right? Or is that the name of the album? But shit, damn, motherfucker. You know that song. So it's a lot going on. Let me pin the comment. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What we need to know. Like, share, subscribe, comment in the comment section or the chat and let me know if the reading resonates with you. We chat back. Uh-oh. Mask. Past energy. Tell me more. I already feel that. Damn, it's crazy coming on summer. Somebody could be feeling nostalgic. Something could be related to summertime, sunshine, happiness. You know, those carefree days. You could have met somebody in the summertime. Tell me more. Yep, recognition. So in the hidden energy, somebody recognizing who you are. Understanding. That's the challenge in the lesson, to understand. Or they're coming to an understanding. Tell me more, Spirit. And ascending. Ooh. Overall energy, bottom of the deck, shadow work. Oh, somebody has time to think. Somebody has some time on their hands to think about life, consequences for their actions, their behavior. Have they been living right? Have they been living foul? How do they fix things? How do they let things go? That shadow work will have you really digging deep. Where did this come from? Why does this person treat me like that? Why did I treat them like that? It got somebody in their head and they thinking, they're recognizing who someone is to them. Like I said, summertime is significant. Like I said, could have been somewhere you met. But their problem, the first card is one of the strongest cards to represent this reading, and the mask. Somebody was not being true to themselves, true to you, true to the situation. May have had you in a situationship, I'm hearing. And that shadow work, it requires somebody to do work on themselves. You check your WhatsApp. Tell me more. So we got mute. Once again, we have a mute energy. So with the mask, you stop speaking to somebody wearing a mask. Hi Zoe Gaming 78. Alright, tell me about the summer. What's summer represent? Refocusing their energy. I feel like somebody's in, it's nostalgia, but it's kind of like, there's a word that starts with R. It's escaping me right now, but it's like when you sit there and you think about something like, um, I'm hearing regaining a situation, going back to a situation. Um, yeah, somebody wants to go back to a situation. Tell me more about recognition. Yeah, reinvention. Somebody is trying to return, but it's like they want to return different. They want to look different. They're refocusing their energy to happier times. I feel like somebody's really in a nostalgic energy. Like they might be living in the past a bit. Take out, resonate, like, share, subscribe. That's an energetic donation to the channel. Cost you nothing. To like, share, or subscribe. It's free. Please do. We would love that. Thank you. Welcome to the family. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh. Once they get that understanding, the answer is no. Why? Okay. Tell me about the ascension of ascending spirit. Tell me more about that. Oh, numbing. Somebody's trying to suppress their feelings. You may be ascending in this situation, like moving on, letting go, and somebody's trying to numb their feelings about you. This is somebody that don't know how to handle emotions or their own emotions. Maybe not even handle yours. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, pause. This is similar energy. If you saw yesterday's reading, some of these cards are different, but it's giving the same energy of someone thought if they just work on themselves right now or whatever, work on themselves at some point, they would be able to return. You know what I'm saying? With the refocus and the pause. They just thought, you guys paused. Maybe you paused a lot in the past, but this is where they're feeling like I could just come back, at some point. But I feel like they now understand the answer is no. They can't just pause a relationship. They can't just come back. And you not speaking to this person because of the mask that they wore, because they avoided their feelings before, because they weren't honest with you. The mask hides a lot. It hides their personality. It hides their thoughts. It hides a person. And with mute, you went silent and you mirrored that back to them. This person might have gone mute on you. Okay? And see, tell me more about why the answer is no. What do they understand in spirit? The answer is no to this union. So now I'm hearing not in this lifetime. And they're understanding that. Now, why are they numbing instead of working on themselves, Spirit? Because I feel like this person is taking the coward's way out. If they were so, sometimes people think they can pause a relationship because it has no closure. And they can put you on a shelf and then they can go do whatever it is that they want to do, however they want to do it, and then come back to you with the okie doke. And Spirit said no. And I feel like you're saying no. Tell me more. Tell me about numbing. Oh no, because this person is stuck. They stuck on numbing. This person might be doing drugs. The drugs could be having them pause or stuck in their head. Their spirit said they stuck over you, but they're not going forward in life right now. So You're ascending them, meaning you're moving on. That's Six of Swords energy, moving on to calmer waters, letting something go. Um, the six comes after the five, right? The five of I keep saying wands. I meant swords if I didn't say it. The five of swords is that ambitious energy. The energy of I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna get it any way I can. But when the six comes in, it's like a battle. I don't want to fight no more type energy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to fight that anymore. So you decide to ascend it. You decide to move on. Now, it might require another sword. It's where you get to seven of swords. But there's some deceit, sneakiness, lying, and some strategy, right? How do you outplay the enemy? I feel like this is the type of energy you might be tired of dealing with, because this person's stuck in that game with the numbing and the stuck, because numbing indicates somebody who really can't deal with their emotions, so they just numb out. They smoke a little something so they can feel a little bit better at that moment. It only is a very temporary high or whatever it is, and it leads to a lower low. So therefore they get stuck. They don't move. They don't gain. When I was in my early 20s and I tried weed, and I realized it kept me lacking ambition. Like, not lacking the ambition, but feeling no energy to progress. After smoking at night, going to bed, whatever, get up in the morning, I don't want to get up. I don't want to do nothing. I was like, this ain't for me. I cut that real quick. I said, If I lose it and I start feeling stuck, I'm the only one to blame. And I feel like your person may not like that, but hey, that numbing don't get them anywhere. It's a temporary thing because they need to do that shadow work. This person needs to work on them demons they got within them that causes them to lose a connection that they recognize as a good connection, because it's here. Recognition is here. Um, and maybe what has turned you off to them, that numbing, that stuck energy, because this person is probably a perpetual victim. Is what I'm getting. They stuck in the mud and don't realize it, or stuck in the mud and they have learned helplessness. It's like somebody else's fault. Somebody else did it, but no accountability for themselves. And that's why Spirit said they need to do that shadow work. And they might have pause. This person might have been working on themselves at one point, but with pause there, their shadow work, their reflection, the deepest reflection that they need to go, that self reflection, not how they reflect on the situation and other people, but how do they reflect on themselves. Spirit said they may not be doing the work that they need to be doing on themselves. Um, with the union being a no, I'm hearing maybe not this lifetime. I heard that yesterday, something like that yesterday. Um, some people are just, you're going to leave them behind. It's just not going to work. Okay. Um, I feel like this person might have had a lot of excuses. Spirit said, like a lot of excuses, reasons. I can't do that because of this. I'm hearing that kind of energy. I can't. I could do this, but this happened. So they have enmeshment issues. Oh, so this person might be entangled with a third party and can't let the third party go, or they feel like the third party is going to do something to them. Wow. Okay. I feel like I know what energy I'm pulling right now, but um there's times where people give you their fears and expect you to be afraid too. And when you see it for what it is and you're not afraid, that's one of those things that allows you to move on. Like if you're in a relationship with third party, right? And that person is telling you, You know what? This person does X, Y, and Z to me, and I can't trust them. And I think they're going to do something else to me, or they're going to da da da. That's a problem they need to solve. That's not your problem. It's really something that they may be projecting onto you with the hopes that you stick around while they go through whatever they go through. Honestly, it's not a battle because they're stuck. This person has that helplessness that if they really wanted to be out of that situation, out of the entanglement that they're in, they could. But yet they sit in fear of the threats of the other person. Now, the threat could be a real threat, or it could just be somebody blowing high air, you know, just talking mess. You gonna have to take it how it resonate for your situation. But some people have this learned helplessness, and they expect you to, how to put it, accept their helplessness. That's not your problem. Tell me more, spirit. Tell me more. Yeah, there's a spiritual awakening happening for somebody. It says you're navigating the spiritual awakening, shedding old ways for new insights. Purpose, embrace this transformative journey towards deeper self awareness and universal connection. So you may have already experienced in the past energy a spiritual awakening. I think the mask was too much for you. Um, and you getting quiet allows you to reflect on your own emotions and your own feelings about this person, about yourself. Tell me about refocus, spirit. Good things are coming. Get ready, a miracle's on the way. I feel like that's you. I don't feel like this got much to do with your person. I feel like you being rewarded for choosing yourself and refocusing your energy. Wow. That's good. That's good energy, collective. Tell me more, spirit. And you cut the cord. That's why that's why the answer is no. Is in a challenge position. You already cut the cord. You know what I'm saying? You release, detach. You got clarity. You're more empowered. Purifying yourself. You got boundaries and you healing. That's where that shadow work helped you. That's what that spiritual awakening helped you do. Is cut the energetic cords with somebody. Now that allows you to reinvent yourself, right? Because now you're no longer tethered to somebody who's stuck. You're not tethered. You're not. You don't have an entanglement with them. You're free. They can go be entangled with whoever they want to be entangled with, but they're not holding you back now, and you're not holding yourself back for them. Tell me more, spirit. Yes. So we got union, clarifying union. This person wants a reconciliation. They're missing you. They feel like you are true love. They want to embrace. They have a longing for you, right? So we got union twice in the same position. But Spirit says the answer is no. When you wanted this, right? I think this person was doing everything but giving you that. When you were willing to embrace, when you were willing to reconcile, when you felt like you were in love and you were missing them, and that this love was real, you were longing for all of that, but this person was too busy telling you no, maybe friend zoning you, but focus on the situation that they are actually stuck in. That's where their energy went. Hmm. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, this person is lost on this journey. I'm telling you, they have learned helplessness. This person, they got bad news. They're not healing. They're not working on themselves. This person their journey is very dark right now. So whatever's going on with them, they're having a hard time seeing the light. Very hard, difficult time. It exists, but the direction, you know what I'm saying, their hope, all of that has diminished greatly, um, because they feel so stuck. They're stuck in a dark, sunken place. Okay, I'm feeling like this person may have the dark night of the soul energy right now. And bottom of the deck is unapologetically real. If you don't like the truth, get to stepping. And it says, honest, candid, unwavering, excuse me, transparent, sincere, trustworthy, direct, bold. You have integrity. You are authentic. You are genuine. Nothing like the mask that they wore in this connection. You've done shadow work. You do your shadow work. You are a reflective person. Like you know, there are people who they never take accountability for their actions. It's always somebody else's fault, and they never go within. Spirit said that is not you. Very well must be your person, but that is not you. I feel like you search for the root of the problem, the core of the issue. You know what I'm saying? The elephant in the room. You look for something that you need to, you might be a fixer, like somebody that wants to fix things, but Spirit said they're proud of you for going within. Maybe you needed to see that everything that you were going through wasn't always your fault. Take it how it resonate, but I feel like you're more fearless, you're more honest, loyal, direct. And I don't think this person could talk circles around you if they wanted to. They may think that they can, but they pay for that. And they're paying for that without basically not having this union they would desire with you. They pay for that. Spirit said they pay for it, and they pay dearly. So take it how it resonate, but they're lost on this journey. I don't think, you know, this is given with the likely outcome. This person's not turning it around. So if you are hoping, wishing, wanting this person to be different, show up different, act different, be different, they're not. Okay, this is very stubborn energy. They want what they want, and the way they want it is their way or the highway kind of thing. They're not willing to compromise. Um, even with your feelings, collective, even with your feelings, this person does not give or give back. You know, when you have somebody that's just a taker, all they do is take, 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 take. They don't offer, they don't give, they don't support. Um, they're the ones that you ever played a straw game and somebody whoever got the shortest straw wins or loses depending on how the game is played. Um, and a lot of times it's whoever gets the smallest straw or whatever loses. Well, this is giving somebody who may possibly have picked the shortest straw on more than one occasion. Are now the stakes are higher. Now the problems are greater. And if they pick that short straw, what they're going to have to do and what they're going to lose is bigger than they ever imagined. You know, you take that how it resonate, but I just feel like somebody's gambling with their life. By the decisions that they're making, they're gambling. They're like literally wasting time, literally playing games with themselves, with the numbing. You know, they may be getting high and drunk, or both. They may be eating the wrong thing, overdoing substances in some way, and mainly because they're okay being in that sunken place. They're okay being a victim. Maybe victimhood gives them a little temporary attention. Well, Spirit said this person is not turned around. They've paused their, I was about to say social work. They've paused their shadow work. And you've already given them an ultimatum, like, you don't listen, that's cool. Get to stepping. You know what I'm saying? You don't respect, get to stepping. You don't do get the stepping. And it's not because you want control. Because, I mean, I'm hearing these people with this learned helplessness act like a person that wanted to help them wanted to control them. And that's not always the case. Could happen, but it's not always the case. Sometimes folks just want to help you be a better you. But if you can't find that within, you succumb to the negativity and you become more of that negativity. Like you become a product of your environment. I feel like somebody is directionless. They don't know what they want in life. They don't know what to do. Mm. Wow. It's giving tragic. It's giving hard. Tell me more, spirit. What about this energetic cord cutting, spirit? Because they sneaky. This is a lying, low down, dirty dog. Clever, sly, cunning, tricky, elusive, crafty, and quick. This person always felt like they was one step ahead of you. That they already had a one up on you. That you would never understand, know, or fully comprehend whatever type time they were on, while they were doing it. They just thought you would, I don't know, maybe they thought you were passive, you know what I mean? That you wouldn't pick up things they was putting down, you wouldn't pay attention. But Spirit said you're down circles around this person. But they're very much trying to be in your energy. Alright, tell me more, Spirit. Tell me about the spiritual awakening. Okay. So y'all had a standoff, pretty much. The stubborn silence. Someone refused to let. So you tried to talk to this person. You did. You know what I'm saying? You tried to be honest with them. Um, they don't want to hear what's being said. They don't want to hear it. Um, they just rather not. This person, they like to go through life in the way they like to go through life, Spirit said. And they're not open for honesty and truth or whatever. The Spirit said no. They would rather stick their fingers in their ears. Mm-mm-mm. All right, tell me about what's good to come. What's the good news to come, Spirit? Oh, no. There's no good news when it comes to your person, okay? There may be good news coming to you from another source, but not from your person. Okay, there's a standoff of not talking, being mute. But Spirit said this person is also numbing, with like over the counter things. They might be a little fiended out over you, really. But a Spirit said they're keeping a good eye on you because they recognize who you are. They're starting to realize and starting to understand that you are now ascending them. And you are moving on to calmer waters. So this person is lost on this journey, not understanding what their resources are. Huh. All right. That's the live donation. I'm sorry, the collective. I just feel like you whoever this is, I could have almost said good luck getting them back, but I don't think I need to, honestly. I feel like somebody, whoever this resonates for, they're not going to anytime soon. Okay, I won't say never, but not anytime soon put any effort into this connection with them. All right, and why? That's up to them to explain to you. If you decided you want to hear it. So take it out, resonate. If it don't resonate, don't take it. But I feel like your person, they see who you are, but they don't know how to reach you because they're so used to their patterns. And Spirit said their patterns are laziness, lack of hard work on themselves, and being lost. They don't even know where to start. They do know how to start drama and conflict, though, so keep that in mind. This is not somebody who is a stranger to drama. They know where the juicy mm, gossip is, trifling situations, and they wear a mask, so they could be like a people pleaser or goody two shoes or somebody that wants to be the savior, if that makes sense. All right, let's do a live donation card. Don't forget to put your heart and your dollar signs up so I can find you. You know, just in case the chat starts moving. So, sis, I'm ready when you are. Put your question up, how you want to ask it, and then I will pull. Oh, I see the heart now. I don't know why I notice now that my chat don't move. So sometimes y'all can be talking to me and I don't see nothing and it's buried. I don't know why it's doing that now. They just keep doing new stuff. And I'll be swearing y'all not saying nothing, and then all of a sudden it's a bloop 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 bloop. All these daggone messages. Okay, how is she feeling? What card deck am I gonna use? We're gonna try this Repair Revolution growth. All right, Sister Cherry. How is her sister feeling right about now? About her experience, what she's going through. How is she feeling about that, Spirit? Ooh, they so lonely. So lonely. There's a Jamaican song that sings that. I can't remember who is the artist. You know, if Queen, what's her name? Queen. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll say Queen Poe, but no, the Queen, somebody that comes to this channel. I can't think of her full name. She would know what I'm talking about. But there's a song where the guy talks about lonely. So there's a tendency to push people away by isolating yourself from uncomfortable situations. Look into new ways to break down the walls to create better ways to connect with others. Don't keep your light to yourself. Open it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. She's feeling isolated. She's feeling lonely. Actually, she's stuck. But you already know that. So I really feel like she better communicate well with them people down there, or she gonna pay the consequences of that. Okay, that bouginess will not work with them. Do not toot yourself up. You are not that brown. You get what I'm saying? Like, brown is a term they use to describe somebody who wants to bleach. And the fairness of the skin is not enough. That's all I'm going to say. Tell me more. Queen Soul. Yes. Queen Soul would know. Queen Soul would know. Tell me more, Spirit. It says, taking a leap, courage. You have to let go of something good to get something great. Is yourself a universe. Well, so yeah, she's facing a lot of challenges, and Spirit's saying she's gonna have to take a leak. Lord, I can't even talk. A leap of faith in order to fly, and I mean literally in order to fly. Tell me more, Spirit. Protection needed. She needs somebody to pray for her. It's vital at this time to protect your energy field, as others may be projecting negative energy onto you. Wow. You may be in an environment for which you are absorbing negative vibes. Ooh, she overwhelmed, that are draining you. Ooh, they, you know what? She down there surrounded by those people asking for money. So, when we used to go take that trip, okay, I'm just put it that way because I don't want to put it out there. My parents used to, they used to carry suitcases that were the size of you could fit a body up in there, right? So I was so confused. Like, every year, this is what they did. And they were buying a shit ton of things. And here I am buying a little extra because I'm a little, confused as to why are we taking luggage that fits the size of a person. And not because of that. So when I get down there, it's because where we were, people beg you, beg you, beg you, beg you for everything. The shirt off your back. And she down there with some people that are already like that. Like, I would call them, liken them to like vultures. They will just take, 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 take. And they also put you in a situation to get robbed. Cause so it could be crime, could be high right now. She gonna have to shelter in place in order to avoid it, but you can't avoid everything. Tell me more, Spirit. It says childhood wounds retrieved. Okay, that's already given that she ain't what I said earlier, that she's done worked out her childhood issues and she will project them. So that's what she's been doing. So our inner child needs to heal. That's the challenging lesson. So you can move by understanding the situation in a new light. Going within the heal requires self-love and compassion. Something she don't have. She has this artificial love. Um, yeah, she has an artificial love. Everything you see that person going through and looking like they got this and they got that, Spirit said they lying to themselves and to the world. Tell me more, Spirit. It's passion ignited desire. Live with passion by stepping into what feeds your soul and gives you joy. When you choose to make room for this in your life, the universe responds by creating opportunities that support your child's purpose and or passion. Desire. Letting go. Ooh, child. Spirit said for her to stop resisting the inevitable. Stop. Just stop. Um, that childhood wounding is heavy with her, okay? And ooh, I'm getting chills too. And I got my heater on. That's crazy. Um, there's something she needs to let go of, okay? And she need it's like she needs somebody to teach her how to do it or go with her type of thing, like a shaman situation. She needs to release, purge, let go of some things. Interestingly enough, I wonder how come countries will get things to these people. Mm. Mm-mm. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, um, well, I'm gonna say this. That's a dangerous place, right? Where they are, a very dangerous place that only got more dangerous. Not only do you have sharks in the water, but you got sharks that walk amongst them, that always are willing to strike, so to speak. Um, the longer she is in that position, the more jeopardy she will be in. pray that she gets home, but uh she just need to be there long enough to learn some lessons, to humble that spirit, because that spirit is a bit egotistical and all over the place. And spirit said, "You might isolate you right now. So now you're gonna be away from friends and family and nonsense. But then I'll give you something in exchange." And she's not gotten anything out of it, any exchange yet. She's being further into isolation. Um, she might even have to front a little bit. Not beyond. I mean, being honest with you, she might have to front a little bit. And what I mean by that is act tough. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she know that, but she has to be very careful. Very careful. They will unalive you down there and then disappear you. I know people that's happened to. Nobody ain't seen a trace of them since. And it'll be real easy, I would say, to do that now. And you know what I mean. So take it how it resonate. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Like, share, and subscribe. Uh-huh. Any other questions on that? And let me know. And if that's all tonight, then we'll bid each other adieu tonight. Is she scared? With that childhood retrieval, I would say yeah. Let's see. Hell yeah, she's scared. The situation will reveal to you the intention behind it, whether it's you betraying yourself in some way or another person or situation. You're being asked to unmask the truth by removing any blinders that hinder the clarity that is needed. So personal betrayal, I would say personal betrayal, but betrayal revealed. Yeah, she dealing with fear. Hell yeah. Because there's no safety there. And it's not. So take that how it resonates. If it don't resonate, cool. Don't take it. Like, share, and subscribe. However, this is somebody who desires to have everything they think they want. Like, All right. So I'm gonna take this down. Appreciate y'all coming tonight. I will see y'all again on Sunday. She definitely, but she betraying herself by not doing her inner child healing. So there's that. And yeah, Spirit told me a lot, but I'll tell you on the other side. So thank you for coming. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good night. Peace, y'all.